Good morning. Here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your head.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe that dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. So what one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
It's Friday, my dudes.
Thank God it's Friday.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
And happy Friday to you all. The way I understand it is you guys met my evil twin on Wednesday morning. I just wanted to let you know that I'm back. He's been put back in his cage. Good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, properly caffeinated?
There you go.
Properly cannabinated? I'm working on it. That's a word I just want to start using more often. I'm not stoned. I'm cannabinated.
I like that word. Oh, Bender. Lay down, dude. Bender is in wild form this morning, so. Ooh-wee. Well, I'm glad you're back. I don't know that I've figured this out and gotten back yet, but I'm working on it. I am excited. We have made it to Friday. It feels like it's been 4 weeks since last we were on the air because my schedule is screwed, but I want to get there. I will figure it out. I haven't quite gotten to the chat. I see a name of mine there. That's me, Walt. But I haven't gotten to the typing part because I've got a Bender part going. Come on, buddy. You got to get out. Okay, now he's going to lay on my mouse pad. Of course. Anyway. And how are you, Zack?
I'm ready for the trivia tonight.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
I'm as ready as I will be.
Right.
I suppose.
I'm as ready as I am for anything else.
Yeah, there you go. That pretty much would be it. Yeah. Finally, some of this useless knowledge may be put to use. We'll see tonight. It depends on what area Andrew decides to lead us to.
Right.
Well, I see Austin there in chat as I scroll back up to start saying hello to folks as they got here. Well, close as I can. And the live chat. That makes more sense. Damn it, sorry.
Do you think you could take your dog to a daycare, like a doggy daycare, and then leave with the wrong dog?
Not like I couldn't do that, but apparently there are people who can't. Man, what if you guys?
If I tried real hard,
You might be able to pull it off.
yeah, with a little bit of planning, I think I could.
How do you do that? That's crazy.
Dude, you're
Like, how do you get home and then realize? And the people didn't even realize it. The cat did. Yeah, it was like, what are you guys doing? What'd you do with Sam? Who's this? I'm gonna get this thing.
Well, you say that. I guess because we had watched a lot of The Cat from Hell, Jackson Galaxy, his show, we started seeing a little recommended shows come through. There were other cat-related things, and one of them was, man, I don't want to lie, something about owners and their different animals, different types of pets. It wasn't just cats. And they would take them to shows, like to do the, like, you know, best in show, whatever type craziness. And this one lady had a certain type of cat, you know, and the cat thing, it's all this nut stuff, certain lines, a certain way their ears, and the lady's up the front, she's playing with them and she's judging, and the show is over and someone else took her cat. And I'm like, what? How would you do that? And all I could think is, well, I guess in this scenario, you're just a person who's trying to get a ribbon for yourself. It doesn't really matter what cat you've gotten up there to get that ribbon for you. And so now you've mistakenly picked up the wrong cat because you don't have the first fucking idea who that person is in that cage you've got that you're toting around. It's just another way to get a ribbon for you. Like a, you know, like a Honey Boo Boo Mom or whatever. So that's all I could think. But yeah, actually taking the animal you care for enough to take to a daycare, an animal daycare, and then not realize you've taken the wrong one. I don't get it either at all. No. Not at all.
Yeah, apparently it happened. We got home and the cat started freaking out. Yeah, that'd be hard. How does the dog just go with you?
That is the other side of this equation is, yeah.
Go for a ride? I guess, yeah. A lot of dogs will just jump in and, I'll go for a ride. My last dog, Zem, he used to jump into the mailman's Jeep if he wouldn't close the door. That happened a couple times. And then he liked to play a game where he would hide. So, like, when he saw you coming up to the car, he'd, like, duck down. And then the mailman jumped in his Jeep and starts backing out the driveway, and then Zim pops his head up in the back, and he sees him in the rearview mirror. He's like, what the heck? And then he wouldn't get out. I had to pick him up and carry him out of the Jeep. Yeah, that dog loved to go for rides.
It would seem, Lord.
So how far is the Grand Canyon from Vegas?
It's right. It's all in the same general, quote unquote, kind of area. Like we stayed in a place, I think it was called Henderson, which is the gateway to the Grand Canyon. But from there, we were able to like Mom and I, the first day we stayed there, went back to Sedona. And then the second day we went over to the Grand Canyon. And then later in that evening, later that evening, I got my first little taste of Vegas that night at the fountains. And then the next day, they took my nephew to Circus and I got a different taste of Vegas. And I had had enough of Vegas. So that was all within the reach of Henderson. So I would guess it's not far, you know, but actual drive time from Vegas to the canyon, I couldn't give you the first clue. I'm sure if you call, what is it, the hotel y'all are staying at Sam's Town, and ask them, they would be able probably to tell you, you know. I'm sure they get the question quite often. I know they were having like helicopter tours and stuff happening while we were like driving to it. Or at least we saw the helicopters taking off from the tour area and leaving, and then another one took off from the little tour area as you're driving out there. And we never actually saw them anywhere in the canyon. I mean, I know it's a huge place, but yeah, I never saw those shots. Maybe they were just getting the overview of the whole area somewhere. I don't know. It was interesting though. I would like to have done it. We didn't know the time frame or how long or any of that. So, but yeah, that would be cool to see overhead. And in the dam as well. I know Andrew talked about going to the dam or taking people out to the dam. That's the one thing we didn't do. We didn't have the time, you know. We had to kind of make a few choices of like, okay, got to see this. And of course, Sedona was top of that list for me and Mom.
I've never been in a helicopter. Never had the option.
No, me neither. Never had a chance to.
Nor have
Almost did on an offshore rig job that we were lined up to do, and then it got canceled out. We never go out to it. Go ahead, Josh.
I was just saying, nor have I.
Yeah, I had a boss one time that was terrified of helicopters. His brother was a helicopter pilot in Nam. And his brother told him, don't ever get into one of these things. He's like, just like an airplane, pretty much. But when you're moving, you're actually just falling. I mean, a helicopter is designed, the way the engineering works, it goes up and it's supposed to spin around in a circle. When you tilt that thing, you're actually falling. And I never really thought of it like that. And then I heard some guy talking about airplanes.
Well, no, me neither till now, Zach. Thanks for the spoiling of the helicopter ride.
It was like, yeah, they're not designed to fly the way they do. When you're actually flying in a helicopter, you're really just falling. Okay.
That's what they tell the astronauts in the ISS, too. Saw a little snake the other night, 2 nights ago. How little was it?
Huh? Damn it.
It was maybe like a foot long.
We were on the same call that night. Back when that happened, I believe you walked outside and, hey, snake or whatever. I don't remember how you said it.
I was sitting there talking to him.
A bit of surprise at first.
Yeah, it was just a little guy though, real small. So it didn't like. It was more like, oh, how cute. It wasn't like a 4 or 5 foot black snake where I would have been like, hey, get in the house. But no, snakes are good to see around your yard. That's a sign of a healthy ecosystem. And they keep a lot of pests away. I didn't know this, but did you know a lot of snakes eat rattlesnakes?
I know what we called king snakes growing up.
Yeah, they eat most snakes.
Which I think, which, that was the one snake we didn't kill or try to get rid of if we found in the yard or in the pasture or whatever.
So wait, Zach, you're saying that rattlesnake is actually like a delicatessen amongst actual snakes?
Yes.
Apparently.
Huh.
Lots of snakes, will eat rattlesnakes. It's crazy. So when you have one of those in your yard, a black snake or a king snake, one of those, keep them.
Bet you that looks weird as fuck when he's trying to eat it. Say.
Yeah.
Like shedding its skin in reverse.
Have you ever seen cats mess with snakes?
What? Oh, go ahead.
Like a snake has a lot of trouble striking a cat because a cat's reflexes are faster.
Uh-huh.
If you watch like cats and snakes going at it in super slow motion, it's amazing how fast those cats react. Like when a snake goes to strike, they just get out of the way. And then they're like striking back before the snake can recoil at all. Yeah, cats are pretty amazing.
As I am catching up to saying hey to everyone in chat, I am seeing in the chat that apparently it would be about 4 hours away from Vegas to the Grand Canyon. That's from Nemo and Ben Platt. Excuse me. I guess maybe that's why we were in Henderson, because it was central to those places that we were trying to go to and not that far. Because we definitely didn't drive that far. I don't remember driving 4 hours to get to the Grand Canyon from our room. And the trip back to Sedona was actually the longest of those little adventures. So.
So this is from discovermagazine.com. A scientist helped to launch ancient human fossils into space, and his colleagues aren't happy. Okay.
Are they not happy about him launching the ancient bones into space, or is this just like commentary on their general disposition?
Well, let's read along and see what they have to say. So Lee Berger enjoyed a storied career, but criticism has hounded his recent effort to launch ancient human bones and return them safely to Earth. 2 ancient human fossils belonging to, somebody with a weird name.
How ancient can they be if we still know their name?
No, it's like Australopithecus sediba.
Oh, their parents must have hated him.
I've seen that tag. It's hard to draw.
Suborbital space in a gesture that has roiled the scientific community. Everybody's roiled. ROILD. Did I pronounce that right? Roiled?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On September 8th, 2023, an A. sediba shoulder bone and a H. lady finger bone soared into the heavens aboard a Virgin Galactic private spacecraft alongside 3 commercial passengers, the 3rd such crew in Virgin's history. The fossil spent about 5 minutes in space while stowed inside a cigar-shaped carbon fiber container in the possession of one of the paying passengers.
So, okay, go ahead.
Okay. So they discovered the bones near Johannesburg in South Africa. Oh, come on. Don't tell me that's the end of the article.
Johannesburg. What's the word? Johannesburg. Okay, so they were trying to create this like ultimate Reese's, you got your bullshit fake evolution and my fucking stupid spinny outer space lie and some kind of magic ultimate like bullshit antimatter reaction. What's the concept here of doing this in the first place?
Here it is. In his application to the South African Heritage Resources Agency, he called the mission a sign of respect by humanity to our African ancestors who gave us the technology, skills, and mind that allows this perhaps greatest expression of human technological achievement, the exploration of space. Some scientific studies may also be conducted, including the degree of radiation the fossils may take up while in space. Okay. I don't get it.
And this is what we call a money grab. Still, they should have done it like the fucking balloons. Couldn't you just like put a camera on board and like dangled it in front of the camera on some string so we can watch it all and just to see if anything happens? Maybe it fucking starts to glow purple. How would we know if you put it in a box? Put a camera on it. Show us. I've seen teddy bears go. If I can see a teddy bear go to space, surely I can see a finger bone go to space.
Yeah, the archaeologists are pissed.
Why are they so pissed?
They're not having this.
Mind their own fucking business.
This is in quotation marks. We do not see the scientific merit of this project and question the ethics of potentially damaging these unique materials. The European Society for the Study of Human Evolution said in a statement, "We urge the responsible stewardship and protection of these irreplaceable scientific resources." Rah, 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 rah. Okay, and then what are regulators for if they're going to let someone do this? It's potentially a pretty big thing and a pretty big shift. Okay. Shooting fossils and extremely important heritage into space? Question mark. Incredibly sad to think we need this to raise interest. There you go, Josh. Okay, and then in an article for National Geographic, he defended the mission, saying that the fossils are are only a very small part of the fossil record, and they have been very well studied. Exploring involves risks. Human advancement requires risks. Risks. You're just dumb, dude. Sorry. I don't get it. I don't get it. So he took some bones on an amusement ride. People are freaking out. How's everybody in chat doing?
What is that noise?
It does
Yeah,
seem
jump in.
sort of alchemical, though.
I was thinking that actually it seemed like a very ritualistic thing myself, Josh.
Taking these ancient crystals that store information and then launching them up into space. I don't know. There's just something strange. Feels like. Probably just my conspiratorial mind. Chances are it really is just this stupid ass, but there still feels like if there's not, there definitely should have been.
Yeah, you would think that if you want to do something like this, I mean, wouldn't you send the bones to a space agency and send them up and have them actually studied, not, like you said, tucked away in some thing that was never opened and looked at or studied while up there? I mean, that thing's what, a 4-minute ride or something like that? How much actual studying are you going to be doing? And it's not like you're going into space. Let's get real.
It's a comparative study. We'll look at them when they come back to see if they've
changed.
But we'll look really close. Really closely is how we will look.
Why not take them to the bottom of the ocean? See if they change.
You probably hire a submarine pretty cheap.
Or here's an idea. Let's not take bones that people believe are 2 million years old that, you know, come from yada, yada, yada. And actually, why not just take some bones from, you know, the skeleton down the road? Just take animal bones if you have to study something. I don't know. Just stupid.
Maybe a cup with some Yahtzee dice? Throw them bones?
Wow, David Banner's bringing up Delphi, Indiana. I've heard of that place. I was warned to stay away from that place.
Wow.
Seems to be what David Banner's doing too.
With weird Odinist cult connected to the Delphi murders.
Okay.
Yeah, never really heard of it, but
don't know enough about that. No.
Yeah, I've heard of Delphi for sure.
You know where the Oracle hung out?
Yeah, Indiana's weird, man. Especially northern Indiana. There's they had the $7 shrine right up there, and it was, I think it was like 80 acres or something like that. It was built like a church. There's a monastery and stuff there, but all these people always said there was an underground cave system with like monks walking around down there. And I never went down in the caves. Now it's a subdivision. There's just houses there. But there was this little, it looked like a mausoleum without a door on it, and you could walk into it. And it had Jesus in a cage, like a cage around only his head. Like his head was in this weird looking cage and blood all over him and all this stuff. It was messed up.
What?
But yeah. The $7 shrine. Yeah, in Porter, Indiana. Weird stuff going on there. But yeah, I was always warned to stay away from there too. That was right down the road from where I grew up. Austin says he's from northern Indiana, just meth heads and aliens.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of this place, man. It's pretty crazy. It feels very Hill of the Skulls. That's what it feels like. Golgotha. Trying to pull up a picture here. Hold on, I'll pull one up for y'all.
Gotha Hill.
Here, I'll show everyone.
Isn't that where Jesus
This
was?
thing.
The name of the hill where?
Yeah, where the crucifixion happened. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, this is nuts. That looks ancient and bizarre. Not judging or anything.
Weird stuff goes on in Indiana.
Wow, weird stuff.
I mean, weird stuff goes on everywhere, but
Yes, oh Lord. Okay, that's enough horrific religious iconography, that word. Good morning, Tom. How are you? So, I kind of started down this path the other day and we got sidetracked and I never finished the tale of Twitter. So we all met, well, maybe I shouldn't say all this since we're having a trivia question later. We all met and hung out there, or at least the early era of Iron Realm Media met and hung out over there on the Twitter, because we all hated Facebook. No offense to all you Facebookers. Hated it. And couldn't find anybody in our real life that we could talk to at that point. Most of us had tried and either driven away friends or lost acquaintances or whatever. So we were looking to talk to somebody about the crazy new shit we were trying to work out, and there was Twitter. And so we hung out on Twitter and got to know each other on Twitter. And then as the years progressed, and, you know, we early on would meet really cool, really awesome people who became some parts of the team, some parts of the background of the forming of the team, some of the naming of the team and the naming of the shows, and a lot of stuff. We met a lot of great people. But as the migration to Twitter of truthers really just exploded, they began to be as almost, if not worse, as YouTube here, with hiding and shadow banning and literally closing your account for saying certain shit and just all this stupid stuff. So over time, and then the trolls, my God, the dedicated paid trolls that not only did we get attacked by, but repeatedly exposed, uncovered, showed them, you know, who they were. So all this got tiresome after a while. You know, you can only bang your head against idiot wall so many times till you go, hey, I'm thinking this bruise I'm getting on my head here. I'll stop that shit. So we moved on in a general way. We kept a group open. It became the Iron Scouts room. Periodically, we would go back in there, kind of say hey to folks and see what was going on, pick up some interesting tidbits for the show, invite folks to be on the show, whatever. But over time, it just really became so tiresome that we just pretty much quit going. And then Mr. Funk Boy, Elon, bought it, and it went to shit. Not only did it just go to shit, but it got really shitty. And so in the midst of all that, basically we just don't go back to Twitter. But if you are still a Twitter person, an Xer, if you're an Xer, like that, apparently Elon has figured out the way to put the final nail in the coffin. I got a long way to get to this story, didn't I? He is planning on now charging a monthly fee for you to use Twitter. Bye, Elon. See you later. Yeah, I won't be paying a fee to fucking use Twitter. I barely use it for free. I definitely won't be charged a small monthly payment, as he says here in the comments.
What is
So, yeah.
Elon say a small monthly payment is?
I'm looking for that here somewhere. I know I saw it. I just saw it. $8.
I thought it was going to be
Oh
less
no,
than
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm wrong.
$8 is the
I'm wrong. That is
blue,
what is
yeah.
being currently charged for the premium subscribers. That's what it currently charges. X premium subscribers. Those are the people who have the blue check that you used to have to earn with. I don't really know what, because I never got one. But there were like the little blue checks, and everybody who had one, you knew that was their official account, and it was all. But now you can just pay $8 and get that little check and scheme and scam people left and right, I guess. But anyway, so apparently it's going to be a lower tier pricing than that current $8 a month is what I'm seeing. I don't really see an actual price. Have you come across one, Josh?
From what I'd heard, it still hadn't been mentioned. Like it was going to be a small price, and it was planning to be less than the $8 they were charging for the premium now. But I don't think anything else had really been decided. I mean, even if it's $3, even if, I wouldn't pay $1 a month. I wouldn't want them.
They'd have to pay me a lot,
right?
To hang out over there anymore, actually.
Like $8 is what I would accept as payment a month to continue to use. Not that I really use it, but hell, I might even use it more if you're willing to pay me $8 a month. But the audacity is to think that I should be paying you. Why don't you just keep your space, you son of a bitch? You want X to be yours? You wanted it, you got it. Now it's your space. Might as well call it.
Enjoy it.
Might as well call it the same thing. Welcome to my space, where nobody goes anymore. Yay!
Welcome to the metaverse. Say hi to all other 7 people that are on right now. Yeah, what did he put into that metaverse? Zuck? $37 billion or something like that? And it's horrible. I just watched a video of a guy talking about it. He's like, I'm going to spend a week in the metaverse and see what's going on. And the highlight of his whole week was making a basket at the basketball court and having a guy just show up and start rebounding his shots that he kept missing and passing the ball back to him. That was like the highlight of his week. The rest of the time, it was just annoying children or being in places where children weren't allowed and children were anyway. Just all screaming and running around. And yeah, it's definitely not what they planned on it to be. Remember that idiot who paid $400,000 for metaverse property? I live next to Snoop Dogg in the metaverse. I'm going to spend $400,000. Yeah, I bet Snoop's hanging out in the metaverse all the time.
Right. Meanwhile, it's just some member of his entourage fucking around. He ain't got nothing better to do. Killing time in between rolling his blunt.
Yeah, I'm Snoop Dogg.
Hi, I'm Snoop Dogg. So,
for shizzle.
Shizzle. Hi, I'm Tiger Woods.
Are you really? Well, I like to cheat on my wife and drive drunk. Oh, well, you must be Tiger Woods.
What were you going to say, Walter?
It's called out. Oh my God. I don't remember something related to the idiocy of the metaverse. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see Ready Player One coming anytime soon. Let's just say that. Liz paid you to put her garden there on Fortnite.
We were showing off the map last night on Globebuster's Peck. I told Nemo, I'm done. I'm done. He's got till tomorrow. we're gonna try to get a group of people together tomorrow to do some.
Okay, Saturday. Well, let me know for sure.
Yeah,
Don't let me miss it. Text
just
me.
video, just like get everybody dancing on Dave's boat. You know, like 7-8 people all dancing on the deck, and then we're gonna go by Chris Vic, Flatman X's turntable down there in Southern Florida, and all dance on his dance floor, and maybe like everybody turn into a tree and wait for the storm to start coming, and then as the storm gets real close, everybody starts running as trees away from the storm. Little, you know, choreographed for the we're gonna make a 1-minute trailer that you can actually put on Fortnite, so when people click into it to see what the game's about.
Oh, like the little videos you click on to up in the left corner, in the right corner there. Yeah, no shit. That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, it came along pretty well.
David Banner is asking how much it would cost for Hulk Island.
Hulk Island. We plan on making more for sure.
We need done a lot more even since the last time I played with you, because I took my son over to it last night. No, 2 nights ago. He came over and y'all had already gotten off, so I took him and showed him around. And as we were driving along, I kept seeing the billboards, which weren't even a thing, with names on. So
quite a bit now, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Laura, it is cold outside. This morning when I took my shower and hopped out, it was like, whoa, what is going on? So, yeah, it's definitely, temperature has dropped here considerably. Knock on laminate. Definitely glad for it, though. It has been a hellacious little summer here for us.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the cooling off. I think we hit a high of like 78 yesterday. That's like perfect. Yeah, Minion got stung, I think, something on his paw yesterday. He just kept licking and licking his paw and holding it up every once in a while. And then, you know, like treat time and all that, he's running on it and jumping up and down on it.
I think the cooler weather has gotten the wasps a little punchy. They're on the ground all the time when I go outside. So that could have been exactly what it was. I see them like either crawling or like fly, like, you know, half a foot and land, fly half a foot and land, almost like they're struggling with the temperature change, like they weren't expecting it or something. I don't know.
Freaking wasps. Can't believe that one stung me.
Flying asshole.
Yeah. Jerk faces.
Oh, speaking of being outside and nature, yesterday I took another photograph under the steps here and determined that we definitely have 5 cats, unless one wasn't around when I took the picture. So far, they have yet to come out. I guess, I don't know, because every situation I've ever been in with kittens, they were accessible, you know. So as soon as they were able to be touched and held, eyes open, whatever, we were in there, you know, having a blast. So even Haley, you know, she was worse than we were as kids. Every time the kittens happened here at the house, she was in there. I'm like, Haley, let them get their eyes open, or at least get off Mama's titty just a second. I mean, but yeah, so far they've stayed under there and haven't come to visit me, even though I'm talking at them. There's just no easy way for me to get my big butt under my house right there. I mean, I could do it, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm, you know, old and decrepit at this point. So I figure Haley will be over here this weekend and she'll crawl under there and coax them out. I see a lot of stripes in there, so we definitely got some striped ones. I'm trying to find a better picture and post it for you guys here in a second. How can I do that? Oh, I can do that over there on the chat for freeworld.fm. Freeworld.fm.
Nice. So did you hear what Chicago's planning on doing? Since Walmart and all these big grocery store chain type things have pulled out, they want nothing to do with being robbed daily. Shocker. So Chicago's decided they're going to start a city-owned grocery store. Now they haven't done it yet. It's just in talks. But smaller cities, I guess, around the country have done this, where like the big chains have pulled out and gone away, and they call them food deserts.
Mm-hmm. This is
no place.
Michelle Obama was big on the food deserts. And now this is interesting because they'll start talking about our right to access to food. So I'm going to be real curious as to what a publicly funded grocery store looks like in regards to what our rights are versus what they're going to fucking charge us.
Yeah.
It's your right to pay me.
Yeah, because, you know, government running things always works better than the private sector, right?
Well, I think that's
Imagine
one of those things that James Freeman always says is there's nothing that the government does. Nothing that the government does that the private sector can't do better and cheaper and more effectively. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially it.
Well, yeah. I can't think of one thing that the government has improved on when they've taken over control of something. Not one thing. Already doing such a terrific job. So this is definitely knocking Chicago. This is from the National Review. This is Jim Garrity. Luther, fear not. The era of government-run grocery stores may not be as dead and buried as it seems. The city of Chicago, already doing such a terrific job on handling crime, poverty, homelessness, and unemployment, is exploring the possibility of establishing municipality-owned grocery stores. City officials contend that a city-run grocery store would be better because they wouldn't have to worry about making money.
Well, then what do you need a fucking building for? What would you even need cash registers for? If you need to supply it because everybody's just stealing everything, so you're going to make the store just for that, obviously you don't need to make money because you know everybody's just going to come in and take all your shit because you won't do anything about that either. You think they're just going to stop stealing because you're a government-run grocery store? They're going to do the same damn shit to you that they're doing to Walgreens and to Walmart and all the big box stores and all the large corporations that are leaving Chicago because people are just running in en masse and smashing and grabbing as much as they can. I mean, there's stories of them like chartering a bus, filling the bus with people just to go to like a shopping mall, and everybody unloads, runs in, grabs as much shit as they can, hops back on their chartered bus, and makes a getaway. Because fuck it, they're not going to do anything. Or if they do anything, they're just going to get arrested and then released. You going to come back? Yep. Okay, cool. All right, see you then.
Now, no doubt, Chicago's city-run grocery stores would have the same service, efficiency, and quality that Chicago residents have come to expect from the local government. of a city ranked 149th in its financial stability, 67th in its education system, 71st in its public health care system, 80th in its public safety, 129th in the quality of its economy or credit where it's due, 37th in its infrastructure and pollution. And that's out of 149 cities. So financial stability, Chicago ranks 149 out of 149. Call me crazy, but I think if you had safe streets and no shoplifting and petty theft, grocery stores could thrive in any neighborhood because people have to eat. The good news is that so far this year, murder is down in Chicago, with only 435 people killed from the beginning of the year to September 10th, compared to 485 people in the same time period last year. Major crimes are up 30% from the same period last year. and motor vehicle theft has nearly doubled. Oh my goodness. He says, who knows, maybe in a few years we'll see some Chicagoans marveling at the variety of products available in grocery stores the way Boris Yeltsin did. Wow, Jim wasn't holding back. I don't think he thinks it's a good idea. You know, there's some food deserts that I've seen, like down in the hills of Kentucky. And I don't see anybody out there opening city. Well, there is no city, but there's nobody trying to get those people food. They go out in the holler and just shoot something. That's dinner. But yeah, I don't even think they're going to do it. I really don't see them even. I mean, it's just in the talk stages, but nobody's ever tried anything like this in a city the size of Chicago. And I mean, yeah, you just look at the way their cities run right now.
Hey, it's the toddling town.
Yeah, you already know it's not going to work. I see a lot of food trucks that have been getting bad reps lately. I've been seeing, I don't know if it's there's just a lot more food trucks out now. I'm sure people have lost their, their businesses and stuff like that, but they still want to cook for people or whatnot. But yeah, this is like the third one I've seen people getting symptoms after eating from food trucks. This one was in Kirkland, Washington.
What kind of symptoms?
34 people reported having developed symptoms after consuming food from the food truck Tacos El Güero from catering a private event.
I have stomach pressure. I'm lethargic.
Yeah, diarrhea, abdominal cramping, and nausea.
It happens every time I pull up at a Taco Bell, so I mean...
Right. What is it, first time eating Mexican food?
Mexican food?
And my mouth was kind of spicy, too. It was weird.
Oh, I watched a video of these idiots eating the Carolina Reaper.
Somebody just died recently. Doing one of those. Well, because the new challenge is like the one chip challenge, and I think the new variation, I think, is to hold it in your mouth as long as you can. I think it ended up killing somebody, from what I heard.
People are dumb. The dumber you dumb them. Dumb, 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 dumb. They're really fucking dumb.
TikTok challenge: 5 bullets with 1 empty chamber.
Oh, I almost took a sip of coffee right as you said that stupid shit.
We're coming up towards the top of the hour. About 10 minutes. Just a reminder, we are live on freeworld.fm, I think.
No, actually we're not.
No?
A minute ago it was Blondie calling me.
Well, don't pay attention to what the information says. You got to play the player to see what's coming through.
I put the playlist on and it was definitely... it was there, without a doubt.
That says I'm streaming. I mean, head back over to the website, I guess. I'm sure we're concocted. Oh, I got a rumbly in my tumbly.
I'm gonna play you a song.
Thank you, Jeremy. You have a blessed day, my friend. Thank you so much for your energy and your love, and forgive my inability to do anything that I thought I'd be able to do. So there's this whole thing called music theory, and I don't know it. But well, I'm gonna get it done. Damn it! It's gonna. If I have to throw AI at it, I'm gonna make this work out somehow. Oh yeah, for sure. I did tell you. I told y'all. Never mind. I was gonna say. Did I tell y'all the comet made it somehow, and we're gonna all see it this weekend on the 23rd? Dum dum dum. Anyway, seems like there was some other comet
I thought
related.
they're always supposed to get brighter and brighter as they get closer to the sun.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it did, and then it went around, and everything worked out like you do. How can I do this? Hold on a second. I'm going to play a little video. I said I'd play Friday because this afternoon I won't be able to play it because we won't be doing the normal type thing. Share the screen. This was a fireball above Iceland just a few days ago. And, you know, you think, oh, well, a fireball, cool.
Speed is slow.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Okay. No, I think it's better to pack and go to the second location. Start to pack, please.
That's fucking nuts.
That was fucking nuts.
Like it became daytime. And then it left that in the sky. That's the crazy part, is that streak that it leaves in the fucking sky. What the fuck? Is it bounced off the fucking firmament and left a trail in the electromagnetic of it?
Okay,
Watch the streak. It's pretty nuts that it just leaves. I don't get it. That don't make any sense to me. Wow. You see all the shit moving in the sky? That's crazy at the end. Did y'all see all that? Let me go right back to the end there. Oh, I didn't go to the end. Hold on. Right here. Look, there's one there. There's one there. And there's one there.
What is all that?
Satellite. I'll send y'all the link so you can dissect this. Looking at it, it's pretty nuts. So yeah, what the fuck is going on? That every few minutes now we're having the big green streaks in the sky. I mean, I'm a comet watching dude. I did it every year. Sit out in the cane field, get, you know, a bunch of people involved, a lot of smoking, having a blast. Ooh, fireworks from nature. Every maybe 10th attempt at that, maybe 8th attempt at doing that, you would see a nice green one come across, or just driving down the road randomly and there would be one. You know, it wasn't like literally. And I get we got more people with cameras, we got more. Yeah, we've had more people with cameras for the last 15, 25 years, whatever it's been, and still, these are the most amazing amount, frequent, brightness. Yes, something is happening energetically up there. Still don't know what they are. Don't know how they fit into our electromagnetic scheme of things. Outside the ice wall, chunking rocks at us. One of those things is happening without a fucking doubt.
So a Japanese tourist is in Singapore, right?
Right.
Is this a dirty joke? Hold up now.
Oh,
So
the origin stories of the Singapore slinger.
she's outraged at her $1,000 restaurant bill and called the police because I guess they didn't have it marked on how much it cost. Alaskan king crab. They served the table 8 pounds of Alaskan king crab. How many people did you have there? Like 30?
It was date night. We were hungry. I mean,
But yeah, it was $20 every 100 grams. And she thought it was going to be $20, period. And it turned out to be like almost $700 for the dish. That's crazy.
looking around, wondering why isn't everybody eating crab? Crab here cheap as fuck.
8 pounds of crab. Yeah. So she called the police and wanted a refund, and they took off $78 out of goodwill.
10%.
That's some expensive crab. Isn't Singapore real expensive though anyway? Isn't it one of the most expensive places to live?
I have no idea.
Speaking of crab, I almost brought this up earlier when we were talking about animals and stuff. The snakes and the shedding of skin. I just watched the craziest video of a crab molting out of its fucking shell. Have you guys seen that?
I did. I saw that too.
That is so weird.
That is, I know, I live in South Louisiana, guys. That's, you know, that's kind of almost like a daily grind of eating crab here for most people. I don't, but yeah, I see crabs, seen crabs my whole life. I played around with them. I've cooked them in every way you can think of. I have never watched that happen.
That's weird, even for Louisiana.
The molted shell parts. I know, I've found the molted parts left behind, but I've never seen that happen. And trust me, my dad would have like stopped me somewhere and pointed it out if he had ever, you know, seen it happening, because he was all about showing us that kind of stuff.
Must have been Florida crab. If it's too weird for Louisiana, you can be sure it probably came from Florida. Yep.
Are we gonna roll into the second hour with the song?
Oh, we certainly can. I totally forgot that was coming up. I've been a little light on my...
Man, it keeps telling me people are having trouble seeing you. Please move closer. What is this about? Y'all are hearing me fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It really makes me aggravated that I'm going to go onto somebody else's channel today and not knowing if my audio is good or not.
We can sound check. I'll only be doing half day today. Austin sent me the link for the restream, and I got to make sure I have restream to be able to restream the restream. All that good stuff, so I might just have to pay for a month or see where my subscription actually is. I just haven't been using it.
If I have to eat my mic, I will. I mean, when I'm this close, it goes away. When I'm sitting back comfortably, it tells me I'm not being heard. So fuck it, I'll eat it. I don't mind. Eat it!
I don't know why it would be doing that. 'Tis strange.
And then when I do the checker, it keeps telling me, like, turn down the gain, and it's showing me that it's way, I don't know, it's just crazy.
They're talking in chat about the paper straws. I still haven't gotten one of these things. I've seen people complaining about them. This one guy had a very, common sense idea.
Confused.
Oh, well, because plastic straws are so bad for the environment, the ones that the normal plastic straws that they wrap in paper, because the plastic is so bad for the environment, they decided it'd be smarter to make paper straws wrapped in plastic for the environment.
With a plastic cup, of course.
Of course.
Remember paper cups? They worked. They worked great. They could hold stuff all day to the next day. That paper straw is not going to last 20 minutes.
I think it lasts 20 minutes.
You know what I mean? Get rid of the freaking paper straw, put it back into a paper cup, and give me back my plastic straw.
Trouble is the Coke gets caught up in all the fibers. No self-respecting cocaine user is going to use a paper straw.
Well, unless it's $100 paper straw.
Well, that's special paper. It smells like hookers acting their mind.
Yeah, how much? What was the percentage of money that had cocaine laced into it?
Large.
It was something ridiculous. All of it. It was something ridiculous. I remember reading that like back in the late 90s. Like, what?
All right, let's do it. Let's take a little break, and we will come back here in just a few minutes. This is the Ironworx on freeworld.fm. I do need to caffeinate and cannabinate and all that good shit, I'm telling you.
90%, just for the record. I thought it was that, and it is. 90% of the money contains Coke. So next time you're counting money,
just lick your hands for a nice little buzz. All right. Anyway, stick around. We'll be back shortly. This is the Ironworx, freeworld.fm. We are also live on YouTube. We shall be right back.
I take one step, then I take two more. was made.
Good morning. Here. Wake up. Wake up.
Wake up!
Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
It's exactly.
Where everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tommy thinks, internet, the earth is flat. It's like school in your head.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. There was one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard.
Happy Friday, my friend.
And welcome back to the second half of the Ironworx right here on freeworld.fm. Also on the YouTube channels. And we are broadcasting on freeworld.fm. I did double check. I had to update my butt, apparently. But once I updated my butt.
What?
Yep, once I updated my butt, things came out smoothly.
What was wrong with your butt before you updated it?
It was out of date.
Okay. Good answer. This is going to be a good show tonight. Have you told your sons about they might be having a new father after the show tonight? It is for firstborn, right?
You know, change is hard for mine, so I figured, little Robitussin in his for a nightcap, and he'll wake up in Florida and he'll be all right.
Shanghai him out to Walt to have him working on the oil rigs.
That's it.
Oh, man, I'm still heading back from the kitchen when I heard about the butt update I missed.
Well, that's why we weren't broadcasting out over Free World, because apparently my butt hadn't been updated. So once I updated my butt, things came out.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Austin's sending us back on the ball.
Uh-oh.
No, David. It's me and Josh. Not Zack. Excuse me. Loser claims are moving upward.
So have you ever seen a watermelon
Yep.
bubble?
Yes.
Foam? I've never
I'm
seen
sorry,
that.
Zack. What? Because me and Josh are both being dicks. What'd you say?
A watermelon, like when you cut into it, have you ever seen a bunch of foam come out of it?
Not ever.
They say it's a lot more common than people might think. I've never seen it happen. I've cut into a few watermelons. But they say if you leave it out in the sun in a certain spot and it gets too hot, the insides can start cooking and then bacteria fills. I guess it smells horrible. And like half the inside of the watermelon will be eaten away already.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's...
It'll probably get you drunk, and then you'll go blind. I mean, I'm sure there's got to be some... I don't think that's necessarily news that old fruit is not good to eat. Yeah,
but
create some...
Like when you cut into it, it starts foaming, like from all the pressure built up.
Where I grew up, my grandpa's watermelon patch, they never sat out long enough for that to ever happen. We were always
getting them
trying
when
to
they
get
were
them.
done.
Yeah, trying to get them as soon as we could get them. Especially the yellow, bro. No, I've never ever.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Sometimes it'll bubble real light, like Dawn dish soap or something like that. But sometimes it's like a dark white foam.
Like at the nightclub, just keeps coming. seen your whole garden's covered in watermelon foam?
Looks like Willy Wonka when they're doing the Wonka wash. Schnozberry. Who the hell ever heard of a schnozberry?
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of the dreams.
Oh, I love that line. I used to say that to people.
Mm-hmm. I had it on my bulletin board. I would write it places that I shouldn't. It was kind of my thing.
And he spelled makers with a Z.
Right, King Shin. Rabid watermelon. Great. I did see something I had never seen yesterday, day before. A watermelon slicer, just like an apple slicer.
What?
That sections it off into sections. Yeah, it was like huge. I'm like, if I was eating watermelon like I used to, I would definitely need that. But I remember where I was. It wasn't a normal place.
It be enormous.
Yeah, it was. It was like the size of a serving platter almost. And I was thinking, man, that would be a hellacious weapon to sharpen up and run at somebody with. But yeah, definitely, they've come up with some interesting things for fruit. I've got a pineapple slicer thing that you basically just core down into. You flat cut the top part off and just core down into it with this thing.
An apple core peeler slicer.
And
does all three. Yeah.
It's like it's more like a corkscrewy thing where it like works its way down by screwing down to the bottom, and then you pull the whole thing out. And the way it works, it pulls that core out as well. So when you get through, you just basically slice down the edge of this little metal thing it's all sitting on, and it just falls off into these beautiful little chunks that you would get out of the can.
Does it look like an accordion when you're all said and done?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's how mine works too. Yeah. I used to, when I was having stomach problems and I figured out I wasn't getting enough fiber, the doctor, I went in there and he told me, you need more fiber. We can give you this, that. But I was like, no. I don't take this or that or this or that. I was like, what can I eat that I can go to the grocery store in the fruit section and buy? And he's like, oh, you want to do it that way? He's like, eat an apple a day. Every day, just eat an apple. Like, I don't care if you don't like them, just shut up and eat it. And yeah, you won't have this problem anymore. And I did. For like a decade, I ate an apple every day for breakfast. And I got my use out of my core peeler slicer for sure. But yeah, they're awesome. Turn breakfast would be made in like 2 minutes. English muffin in the toaster, throw that apple on the core peeler, and then it takes like 10 seconds and you're done. A little bit of cinnamon on top, boom, breakfast.
What they need to have is the great big watermelon cutter that gives you the bloomin' watermelon. Then you can just reach in, grab yourself a hunk.
We used to like slice, not like the whole top half, but just like a section out of the top, and then we melon ball it out. Then pour Bacardi 151 down in there, and then drop all those melon balls back into it. Oh my goodness. You barely taste the alcohol, but like 4 or 5 of those melon balls and you were gone. Yeah, we used to do that for the 4th of July every year. Big giant watermelon full of melon balls. Soaked in rum.
I guess it was always such a big crew out on the fucking sandbar, and we would have like the cooler full of jungle juice and the fruit cut up in there. And then, slow down, everybody would drink, and the next day you start eating that fruit, and you'd be more fucked up than you were the day you were drinking it. Or later that night, or whatever. The fruit definitely was hellaciously strong. Oh, the children are here. Hi, everybody. Y'all woke up? Y'all woke up? What have I done? Something is playing in my ear. Oh, it's the fireball video.
Is that where you take out watermelon and take out the balls, a whole bunch of the watermelon balls, and then fill it with fireball, and then put all the watermelon balls back in?
That would be gross. Watermelon and cinnamon. Blurg. Blurg.
So, did you hear about this? They discovered a new purple snake.
Man, don't do it, Josh. Don't.
Is it the whole snake? Is it the whole thing, or is it just the head? Because I'm pretty sure that's not new.
So, as with so many scientific discoveries, finding a new purple snake species high in the mountains was purely by accident. One of their porters found the metallic purple snake as the team returned from collecting data on disease-causing fungi in frogs. That's right, they were studying frogs and found a new metallic purple snake. How exciting. While nature's color palette never ceases to amaze, purple is rare in animals. After the team sent photos and a detailed description of the snake to their London-based team with the Zoological Society of London, they believe the snake could be a new species. However, the team needed more information to confirm they had something special. Genetic testing in conjunction with morphology confirmed that the snake is a new species, the newest member of the Rhabdophis genus, known as keelback snakes, is the first new reptile described in the region in over 10 years. See, and they make a big, 10 years. So 10 years ago, they found a new species of snake. That's wild. This place is huge. Okay. The remoteness of the Hoang Lian Range in northwest Vietnam makes scientific research more difficult. And then notably lacking in scientific research. It's possible the area holds many more animals that science has yet to discover. And this snake may be the tip of a very large iceberg, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah.
I'm looking at 10 purple snakes that you didn't know existed right now. Because I'm trying to find the story you're talking about and see it. And I just looked up purple snake, and this is the first story. It was 10 purple snakes.
God, that's so risky.
Yeah, this is from the keelback. The keelbacks are unique in the snake world.
I don't see that one in this list. So it must be new. Yeah.
Yeah, many of the 34 keelback snake species, including the newly described Hamong keelback, can produce venom. They're a fascinating group of snakes.
But it's at the very last resort. It'll fight and fight and fight. Then at the very end is when it'll finally spit its venom out at you.
Oh, everybody, look, here's the thing.
I'm sorry. You better go ahead.
You just didn't close this story because you're just going to keep setting him up, Zack.
Everybody's going to be begging for my brother to come back.
Okay, they're a fascinating group of snakes. It says some species can store toxins from toads and firefly larvae in specialized neck glands. They then secrete those toxins when they bite their prey. What? So they don't actually create the toxins. They store toxin they get from licking toads and fireflies. Probably eating them, not licking them, but yeah. I've never heard of that before. Smaller snake, 2 to 4 feet long, semi-aquatic. Poisonous toads make up a large portion of their diet. That's wild. So they eat the poisonous toads and then store some of that toxin in their mouth?
Way to upcycle.
Yeah, that's wild. I've never heard of anything doing that before. Yeah, never, ever have I ever. Okay, and that's about the end of the article. Wow. Have you guys ever heard of that? A snake storing venom that they got from another animal? I didn't know anything did that.
It's like just harvesting it.
Yeah.
Damn. You hear that thunder? I can hear it. It started raining its ass off.
I did hear it.
So if we go black, it's because I'm in the dark. But I will say we did pretty good. And you're to blame. No, shot through the heart. Never mind.
One step away from you. I know what you were doing, Zach. I was
a lady in
cover
Newberry
of that the other day on somebody playing it on guitar. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, nothing big. Just as well, kind of big. 107th birthday celebration for a lady from Newberry, South Carolina. Got her tiara on. 107. Man. So she was, 1914 she was born. My grandma was born in 1922. Wow. Just imagine all the things that she has seen change. I wonder what she was taught about the shape of the earth when she was in elementary school. "107 years.
Makes me wonder how my grandparents dealt with all that change. Like, I'll be like 46 soon, I think. And just thinking back and just how different things are now. And
yeah, we've lived through an interesting time as well.
It's like it's very definitely not improved. It's not like things have gotten better. But we got phones and internet.
We're lazier.
High def TV. And robots. And that's about it. And even then, none of those things could necessarily be looked at as an improvement. Well, they can all be looked at as an improvement by someone who's desperately trying to justify that what we've created has been an improvement.
Yeah.
Just think, she saw like the birth of cars almost in this country. I mean, cars have been around for a long time, but like the boom. You know, it used to be a wealthy man's thing to have an automobile. There wasn't one in every driveway. To see that going from horse and buggies everywhere to cars just everywhere. We lived in a totally different time. And yeah, from when I was a child, you're right, Josh. It really hasn't changed all that much.
Really?
Technology-wise, it has, but...
And the effects of that technology...
Shouldn't I be flying around like the Jetsons now?
No, Jetsons was 2063.
Oh.
We got time.
Whatever.
I think that's right. Might have to fact check me on that.
Expert in Jetsonology over here. I am going to fact check you. When did the Jetsons take place?
I used to have that sound effect too, I think.
For an extra credit point,
but I mean,
for the game tonight, what is the name of the robot that serviced the Jetsons?
Rosie?
Josh wins.
What was the
he's
name
faster.
of George Jetson's boss's main competitor? Walt knows this, I'm sure.
Hang on. Damn it.
Slugworth?
Close.
No. So, Spaceless Sprockets and... It won't come. Damn it, I've just lost the contest.
I was gonna say
already.
with Zach's answer, I'm surprised you didn't get it because they made sprockets and cogs. So it was Cogsworth cogs and Spacely sprockets.
Of course, it's Cogsworth. Damn it. Yes, Shan, thank you. Yes, thank you.
There's only 24
Just,
episodes.
are we gonna have like time limits and stuff, Austin? I can't remember, man.
I think so. I think we decided it would at least be a good idea. We were going to do 30 seconds, I think. Because between the two of us,
in
with
the
no
chat. Sorry.
Yeah, the Jetsons takes place in 2062. Dang, dude, you got
wow.
some good.
Josh is gonna kick my ass tonight.
Yeah, he is.
What you smoking on? I need that. God damn. Oh man. Gonna get me some sleep today.
Jet fuel wax is what it was. And I even hit my fucking one hitter this morning. It's still in my pocket.
I just ordered me an email last night.
Did you?
Yeah. They had a great deal. I'll send you the link. I could not.
Excuse me.
I'm not getting paid, so you guys aren't going to find out. But I'll send y'all the link in chat. How about that?
Wish I could find a nice dry herb vaporizer. One that would do both, even. That'd be happier.
I can actually help you with that too. A buddy of mine brought one over a few months ago, and I was very skeptical because over the years I've tried a few, especially going to Oregon and hanging out. Yeah, not great. Overall, it either turns into something that's just burning it up in the thing, and I can light a pipe, or it didn't really give me anything that I could say I was tasting and really getting ahead from. But this thing definitely did, and I will send that link to you guys as well. Hang on a second. Again, not getting paid, so I'm not going to say it over the air.
Are you excited?
If you guys at transformerbongs.com would like, BYOTubes.com, they changed their site. If you would like to support me in any way and, like, you know, promote our channel, or what's the word? Not promote, sponsor our channel, then definitely reach out. I've been a freaking supporter of you guys for a number of years now. Where is that thing? Oh, here it is. Okay.
Are you going to get your Zodiac sign inspired drink from Starbucks?
I don't want to go.
Oh, when were you born? Oh, you're going to drink this today.
Capricorn.
Oh, I thought it was like mysterious letters to the newspaper for the cops that was filled with clues about the murders you committed.
Zodiac.
If it's just star signs, then nah.
Google's being lame. They won't give me any more articles anymore. They just keep giving me pictures of food. What each zodiac sign can manifest on September 22nd, 2023. Oh my goodness. And I don't, it's not like I click into zodiac stuff or no stories available on Google, it just told me.
I posted most of those links. I posted those links for you guys, both the nail and the dry herb.
Shot in the dark.
I was creeping up on you. Very under. Wait, what did I do? Very underrated album. It was in a very weird period for Ozzy, you know, after the whole Randy Rhoads thing. Right after he did that weird Sabbath album with the guitar player from Night Ranger. What the fuck was that all about? And so then, boom, here's this new guy, Jake E. Lee, and the album was amazing. Dude, Killer of Giants, that song, that fucking guitar work in there is so beautiful. All through it. Anyway, yeah, one of my favorite albums. Killer of Giants. And then he got the Viking. Although when he had him as a young boy, he wasn't quite the Viking yet, Zack. But now he's your brother. He's a bigger brother. Apparently Pantera pulled out of a recent concert. They were doing something, and some reason, I can't imagine why they would have suddenly had an issue with, like, making a date. I'm looking at you, Phil Anselmo. Anyway, I hate that fucker.
Get him, Walter. Get him. Nice. True Earth Entertainment.
I just saw that.
New Iron Realm Media intro. That new track this weekend. Y'all. Awesome.
Rocks, man. I really enjoyed that song and that promo you made. I hope that's the one you're talking about.
Fucking awesome.
Really, Laura? They suck live? Did you see them? The new version of it with Zack? Is that what you saw?
What?
Because even at the height of Phil Anselmo's most drugged out, heroin fucking destroyed concert, they still rocked when the rest of the band was in action. So that had to be the new version you saw that sucked. Please tell me it was. I don't know, maybe towards the end before, you know, they... Yeah, I don't want to get there. I don't want to get into all that. I fucking hate Phil Anselmo.
So apparently, Axl Rose might be sick. They were supposed to do a show here in St. Louis, but it got postponed. And then they just canceled it altogether. So I don't know what's going on.
So who is doing the show? Is this Guns N' Roses or is this those guys without Slash? Because that's not Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, the Slash is not ever going to go back over there. I read his book. He found Miles Kennedy. He'll never go back. Would you go back to that after hanging out with Miles Kennedy, really?
Yeah, I heard Axl was kind of a ass to work with on tour.
You don't even do. You know, I mean, everybody has a book. Everybody puts out their stories. But if even half of the shit I read in Slash's book is true about that dude, it's just beyond.
Isn't this like the third or fourth time that Axl has canceled tours and stuff like that? I know it's happened before.
It's definitely happened before. The fact that they're at St. Louis at all is pretty amazing. They had a huge riot a few years back and either weren't allowed to come back to St. Louis or refused to come back to St. Louis or something. It was a whole fucking thing with St. Louis and Guns N' Roses once upon a time.
Interesting.
Yeah, my cousin was in love with Guns N' Roses when they first came out. Before she found the
I was in love with Guns N' Roses when they first came out, when they still had the Robert Williams artwork on the cover of that CD I had. I loved them. They were great. And I listened to that album every fucking day. Loved it. And then suddenly that video hit and blew up and everybody had it. And like 12-year-old girls were running around listening to the same awesome shit I was listening to. And that wasn't working out for me. I had a thing about that as a young man. So I quit listening to them. And then the next album came out and I was like, oh, I'm glad I jumped off that train early. I wasn't down with the whole, like, whatever it was. I don't remember, spaghetti, something. I don't know. I didn't care. Once it turned into, like, let's redo everybody's song worse than the original version, I was over it all. That's just my opinion. I like good music.
Yeah, Use Your Illusion 2, I think, was their last good album.
Yeah, there you go. I couldn't remember. I knew there was something I missed in there between the first one and the spaghetti shit.
Yeah, Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 were pretty awesome. I just heard Civil War on the radio driving in the car. Either it was yesterday or the day before. I love that song, dude. Starts off nice and slow with the Civil War. And the old man talking. Oh, man.
I just watched Cool Hand Luke about 2 or 3 months back. I had forgotten how great that movie was and how fucking George Kennedy chewed up some scenery, Jack. Because not long after that, I watched the series of airport movies, and my God, George Kennedy was some kind of hammy motherfucker. Anyway.
Oh, snap. We've been joined.
I didn't even know we were apart. What's up, Austin? Legend. From
Awesome,
Melodome.
Austin, host of the Melodome. Absolutely. Whom we will be joining this evening, starting at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern.
That's right. For all of you who are used to us lollygagging around till about 6 o'clock or so, that will not be happening tonight because we won't be in charge of fucking it up.
That's right. We're on somebody else's time schedule now, boy.
So that means
So in about 11 and a half hours from right now, wherever you are, or 11 hours and 23 minutes, whatever it fucking is, that's when it's going to happen.
I'll be home at noon.
Not 12 hours, because we're half hours after the stop, whatever, 37 minutes after the top of the hour. So it won't be 12 hours from now. It'll be 11 hours and half an hour. Whatever. Fucking English. Go.
Oh, shit.
Austin's not even talking to us, though.
No, he said he's getting coffee.
Oh, I missed it. I didn't see it in chat. I thought he was at the McDonald's drive-thru window.
He's being dark and broody.
Yeah, Liz is loving the early night tonight.
She gets to watch Friday Night Show on Friday night. What a novel idea for Liz.
What a great idea.
Yeah, this is going to be
Promo?
weird. I'll be watching the show.
Oh, we could play the promo.
We could play the promo.
Now I could. You want me to do it on my end?
If you don't mind. I'm not sure I've got the power to do it all.
Oh, yeah, I thought that. Let me go.
Not yet. That's why everybody's going to be tuning in this evening, so they can help donate and contribute to the cause of helping maintain Iron Realm Media's high quality production value shows that we've been doing for the last 8 years.
Hey, we love Iron Realm Media. We love it just the way it is.
I'm glad.
So my biggest fear is that we've already got all the donations we're going to get, and tonight's just going to be a few of us hanging out.
No way.
Bullshitting.
We're
going to be asking
even
you.
if it's only us hanging out and bullshit, it'll be worth it.
Yeah, no, it'll be a good show regardless.
There will be at least 2 donations during the show.
I can move all my PayPal over to the GoFundMe. That'll be 3. I mean, to pay extra fees, but it'll look better.
Between me and Andrew,
but
there'll be at least 2. 5.
Yeah, thank you, everybody that's already donated.
Oh, it's been unbelievable. That's why I couldn't even complain if that was the case, because, again, just having the little bit of help that I've already got is going to put me well on my way.
Awesome. And I know it's hard for you to accept help, let alone ask for help. So, well done, Josh.
Well, that's one of those things where I can either talk about it or be about it. And I say you should let people give the gift of letting someone help you. So when it was offered, I had to shut up and
So I got to
follow my
make
own
a
advice.
confession.
All right.
Chris sent me that video, but I liked it so much I posted it premature. He wasn't even done with it.
Here's a rough draft of posted. Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, you need to send context from now on because that's like the third time I've done that to him where he's working. And
I just wanted a little
posted it
feedback,
premature.
and you already got it up. Right.
Asterisk draft in all caps. Asterisk.
Is there another version I should play, Chris? I mean, I can do it if you send
He
it
said
my
he
way,
was
or
gonna
one-
put like overlays of like these like trivia style questions, about flat Earth or whatever.
Right. Well, shit. I was digging it.
No, yeah, play it. I'm saying you can play it for sure. We're gonna be using it. I think it's great. But it was funny when he told me that.
So shine bright, smile right, look at it. It's a new day. It's a new day. So shine bright, smile right, look at it. It's a new day.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
I was
Yeah,
singing
St.
along.
Andrew said he had like 50 questions ready. And he also mixed in a handful of some good flat Earth questions as well. And the Iron Realm Media questions.
Awesome.
Which we should be discussing what sort of stickers we want to do, what sort of decals, window decals that I can cut out because I've got all this cheap ass vinyl sitting over here.
Well, I know I'm gonna want one off rip anyways. I would love to add that to my collection. I just threw a couple more stickers on my car.
Oh, well, that's what, like, I don't know what to do. I could do an Iron Realm Media. I like the Iron Realm Media with the logo sort of in the negative space through the letters. I could do a bunch of those really small.
Like that.
But what if it's just like but we could do like flat Earth stickers. If you had a specific, that's just trouble. I'm not really practiced at any of this. I know you can layer it and do multicolors, but I don't know how to do any of that shit. So I could do like Mellow Dome window decals. I could do like whatever. It's just a matter of getting the design, figuring out
I can
what
send
design.
you my design. It's all one color, like the one I throw on my t-shirts.
But can I do it?
Oh yeah, I'll send one over right now.
I just found a partial roll of some badass purple sparkly vinyl.
You know your design with the swoosh, the dome over the top, like you have on your t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Bought one with t-shirt. I would like one of those.
I can do an actual, absolutely. And then we do have the Ironworx guitar picks too. That's right. Glow in the dark.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
with added grip.
All the goodies.
Damn it, I was trying to. And if you would like to get your own attack pick with a discount, you go to attackpick.com and you use Walt's code, Flat Earth, and you'll get 20% off.
And the
They're
highest
great
bidder.
picks, truly. If you play guitar and you've not tried these picks, I am bragging on them, and I am an ambassador for this company. They are definitely the most amazing picks I've had. In fact, now when I pick up a normal flat pick, they are just like, it doesn't even feel like the right thing. If it doesn't have that little indent with those little knobs on it, it's just, there's no flat picks on Flat Earth. That's all I'm saying. No flat picks on Flat Earth.
So, how about the biggest donator during the live stream? We'll get I'll send a Melodome t-shirt, and I got stickers over here as well.
Nice.
Oh.
We'll do like a little pot for the biggest.
As long as I get a shirt when I win the contest.
And there's already big donators right now, so we'll just say the biggest donator, right? Because we don't want to.
Well, and that's
already big donations already.
There's got to be that
there's already been
caveat
some awesome ones.
that we're just going to have to start the competition at the start of the show. And while we love and appreciate those that have already donated, it'd be hard to, or not necessarily fair to use that as the benchmark that everybody else needs to hit. Because there were some pretty decent donations we've gotten so far already, and I can't expect anybody else to start that as the low point. So
I will.
Good morning, Andrew. How the hell are you?
Andrew, your donation can't count.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Or today.
Tonight.
Whatever. Yeah.
Employees of Melodome, Iron Media, and all affiliates are not. No, I'm just kidding.
Someone just sent in a donation right now. Thank you. That's awesome.
Sorry, guys. I am extremely high right now.
You never need to apologize.
Dude, I woke up with the worst toothache, and I got this strain over here called Phoenix Lights.
Yeah, I saw you say that in chat, brother. It is
on now.
Incredible, because I actually had a real close friend who was a dental student who found out in dental school that smoking cannabis when you have a toothache is one of the worst things you can do for it, because it irritates, it inflames, it makes all the gum tissues more susceptible to that throb. And I didn't know that either. All the times I would have a toothache, I would try to smoke that shit out, and it would seem like it never worked. So for you to have found a strain that actually works, I definitely need to get my hands on that shit.
Dude,
repeat that again, please.
Smoking cannabis. When you are experiencing an abscess tooth, a toothache, a real pounding, killing you thing like that, where you're the next morning you're headed to the dentist for that extraction or that whatever root canal, when it's that bad, smoking doesn't help. Smoking cannabis, which usually helps most aches and pains, doesn't help that pain. In fact, it actually makes it worse, because the smoke in your mouth, the blood rushing to those parts of your body, which cannabis tends to make that happen. That's where you get the head rush from. All that physiology of what cannabis does to your body before it kicks in, and just that first initial inhale, exhale, that first thing right there puts you in the worst world of hurt usually than any, there's no, unless you have some incredible strain like the one that Austin apparently has found. I never found one that worked like that for me when I had those issues. I always suffered through it, smoking, hoping it would work, and it never did. And then I found out why from my buddy who was going through dental school.
I've always used pot for pain.
Yeah, me too. Except that in that case, apparently it's usually not the way to go. So, but yeah.
I mean, what you were saying makes sense.
What was it called?
Phoenix Lights. Phoenix Lights. It's a sativa. Well, sativa dominant. Turmeric honey, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've been getting spoonfuls of that, too. Yeah, it's going to be good. I'm excited for tonight. Definitely excited. Just get to hang back and watch you guys sweat over these questions. It's going to be fun.
I have been working nonstop trying to actually fine tune these, take out bad questions, put in better questions. So it's quite a feat, but I think everyone's going to enjoy them and learn quite a bit.
Well, we appreciate all your effort, Andrew.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. You created the whole trivia for charity.
Right.
Well, sort of. I think Jaron actually had the lead on that, but
I was just talking to him the other day. He said he's working on his own little trivia show.
Cool.
Yeah, he was talking to me about it. So I'm trying to get some pointers. I like his ideas. I'm excited for it. I told him I'd participate. So I'd make a fool of myself.
Well, something that Dave Weiss has always been asking for, from like me specifically, is for the trivia questions to be sent to him, add to the app. So not every single trivia question gets through the filter. I'll say that, okay? So if you have trivia questions, you can send them to Dave and he can look at them and decide if he wants to put them on the app. But your voice can be heard.
Yeah, I just got on there and updated my little profile thing. Put little pictures on there and a little cool. It's cool what he got going on over on that app.
Which app is
I haven't
that?
tried any of the trivia games or anything. The Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, Zodiac Clock app.
Nice job. Which one?
From Blue Water Bay.
Nice.
Somebody
just
called
earned
that.
$5.
Make sure you use referral code MELLOW after downloading.
Or you could try IRM if mellow is too many letters.
Did you see the guy who?
There's always Walt. WALT is an easy one to remember.
Still for
like Disney, but no.
Well, the one guy's a genius. He used DIRTH.
Right?
For the DITRH. So he got all kinds of them. Oh, that's just too funny.
Hey, Zach, if you want any questions to be added in, feel free to message me and I will definitely add them in somewhere.
I got a question that none of us can answer.
Oh, fuck.
What's my
this.
other? Cool. What's my other nickname?
Dude, if somebody
I've
comes
got
up
the-
with that, that's
I got that answer, actually.
Yeah. That's, well, no. Zach is actually saying something different.
Is he?
No, we've got a list of them, and we can't remember one of them. And
Right.
you got it? You got it?
Did you not send it?
Bitch. Bitch.
No, I did.
Oh, no doubt.
It's on
all
the list.
right.
That's
So-
a question. Isn't that one of the questions for the show?
Yeah, it is. And that's what I
the yellow
said. Super
questions and
secret
the ones
bonus
that
question
Walt
is
wrote.
what's the fucking one we can't remember, right?
Hold on. Let me go down.
And then I actually came up with another part of that I needed to add to it, but I think I'll make that as a super duper extra suspension. No. Let me find it. Hang
Super
on.
ooper
There's like-
duper question
there's
is
like
if you can tell me
4 of
where I
them.
put my keys.
Say that again.
I said the super duper extra secret question was if can you tell me where I put my keys? I forgot something. Can you tell me what it is?
Oh shit, it's almost time to go.
And that's just a joke. Disclaimer, no keys have been lost in the making of this podcast.
We're definitely going to have to do half-hour breaks, so we can play more music, man. That was kind of one of the things I was looking forward to on Pre-World.
Yep, we absolutely can. I want to
throw a little music around.
Well, we've got that other program that will automatically launch sounds based on what time it is. So I can set up a little cue music so that once we start to hear that cue music, we'll know that we have
that would be
break
great.
coming up.
Yeah.
And then we can just preload the breaks in there, and it makes it all real simple right there in Jingle Palette. So we can definitely do that. The trick is getting a computer that's going to be able to run all the programs needed to make the stuff do what I want it to do. That's why we look forward to seeing you guys at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern this very evening over there on the Melodome. We're going to try to rebroadcast it also on some IRM stuffs. I might just do a month of restream again just so I can make sure I get it out there and D-Live and maybe even both YouTube channels and Rockfin. We haven't been on Rockfin in a hot minute, so we may do all that stuff through restream. We look forward to seeing you guys here this evening. What the hell time is it? Said it was close. I have no idea just how close it is.
It's 5 till.
Oh, that's not bad.
I would advise Walt and Josh get some sleep because the questions are not easy. Some of them are.
You have listened to the show we did every other day.
I did not cater these specifically for you, but there are some questions that are in the genre of things that I know you know about.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
I have a show this morning. I have to work today, and you're talking about a show tonight. Psh, I'll sleep when I'm in bed.
It's going to be fun, though.
Work, Brian. Don't work too hard.
I will definitely not.
Nobody do that today.
I got Friday off today. This is totally new.
That's right. Austin took the whole day.
I gotta go clock in a couple hours. Good.
Yeah, I'm only taking a half a day. Austin took the whole damn day off just to make sure he could be here.
Well, so far, Zack is the only one that has actually been a participant in the trivia stuff, like for the Melodome.
Yep, and he got cheated.
I think I fuckered that one up a little bit. Okay?
Oh no! Look, in chat.
We can always go to the.
It will not be 30 after. We will be on time. This is not Zach. I mean, Josh and Walt and Zach running this thing tonight.
We're on Melodome time.
No wizard.
Pretty punctual.
Night.
Oh, great show the other day, by the way. I had a blast hanging out with the Mexican ET.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun.
Dude, Austin, you have to do that with your kids. Make like you were talking about.
Oh yeah, we're doing that. Well, we're doing it.
You take coat hangers and just like wrap paper around them and just
right, or just take a trip to Popeyes and get a bucket of chicken and go to town.
I mean, it's one level above a sock puppet. Like you put your hand in and try and like Sesame Street.
Yeah, we got the whole material list. Definitely doing it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Thank you all in chat. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Austin.
How about
thank you guys.
Flat level Earth, but in like cursive instead of live, laugh, love. It'll just say flat level Earth.
I like that.
Slap that on the back of your car.
My wife would like something like that because she says all my stickers are too manly. She wants a girly sticker.
And see, I think that would. That's where I was trying to think. Is trying to come up with something that's less masculine. I have a hard time necessarily thinking in that term. That's all I could come up with. So,
can we play songs from Cheech and Chong off their album?
I don't know why not.
I want to hear Mexican Americans.
That song's hilarious.
I love that song. I haven't heard it in years, but for some reason it just popped into my head. I don't even know why. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early, but they have to.
Morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow.
Oh man. Sorry, folks. Brain fart. That's just a brain.
Well,
whatever.
my favorite Cheech and Chong song is about Santa Claus. That's the best one.
All right. Well, we are at the end, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. We will see you all back here on freeworld.fm on Monday morning for more of the Ironworx, as we will be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Maybe. At least for the foreseeable future, until Walt tells me differently. We love you guys. Be good. Be well. We will see you this evening. Bye-bye.
Fucker.